Eleanor Tomlinson is with us, look. She is here. It is actually a return visit, I should hasten to add. The name Eleanor Tomlinson is now synonymous, and that's easy for you to say, with the character of Demelza in the smash hit BBC One drama Poldark, which continues Sunday night at 9 p.m. on BBC One. In the beginning of the new series, Demelza forgives her husband Poldark for... I'm just doing the thing.
You should do the trailer.
We just looked at each other as if to say, this is quite good.
This is
we might watch this.
Yeah, I could do that trailer. That's the way I think they should do trailers, by the way. They should tell a slight story on BBC One, say, here's what happened last time. That should be the trailer, rather than just do like little tiny bits and everything. What do you think?
Yeah, I agree, but I think you should narrate the whole thing.
I should. You're absolutely right.
Carry on.
Can you suggest me? In the beginning of the new series, Demelza forgives her husband Poldark for his affair with Elizabeth. However, in his attempts to set up a stable home, Poldark is busy with work, leaving Demelza feeling neglected. Then I would cut to her looking dejected and neglected.
That's expression number one. I'm good at that one. Yeah, I can do that. Okay.
Now, you do about 30 of those, don't you?
30 versions of number one. Yeah, that's about it.
Their fragile peace is disturbed by the arrival of her deeply Methodist brothers Sam and Drake Carn.
You going to let Eleanor say anything, or are you just going to read the whole stuff?
Yes, I am.
No, this is great.
No, Eleanor, what have you been doing since filming? What are you up to at the moment?
Oh, my goodness. Well, I've just been filming a project called Colette, which is about the French writer Colette, starring Keira Knightley and Dominic West, which is very exciting. Georgie and Colette were pioneers of, I guess, female independence and also sexuality. So, yeah, it's going to be very interesting.
It sounds very interesting. And what do you do anyway for the summer? I mean, do you go abroad? Do you hang out? Do you do a lot of gardening? What do you do?
A lot of gardening. No, to be honest, I've been working, which has been great. I've been so busy, but also we have to do the edit of Poldark, so we have to go and re-record every line and every breath in a studio afterwards.
Really?
So just to make sure that people can hear it, so it's clear and crystal.
Oh, yes, since the last little bit of criticism that you got. Not you personally.
Yes. Well, no, I don't think it was Poldark so much, but I know that another show got heavily criticised for people not being able to hear it, and that is kind of the point. If you can't hear it, there's not a lot of sense in us doing it.
Yeah, but I mean, you know, you watch a lot of American shows and there's still a lot of mumbling, non-understandable stuff and different American accents from different places. You think, I don't know what she said.
Yeah.
Somehow you can follow it, though.
Is it more difficult doing something like Poldark because a lot of it is outside and by the sea and wind and so on?
Yeah, obviously a lot of that is difficult to record, but they do a really great job. So it's mainly just going in and picking up the occasional line. Obviously doing the love scenes is always hilarious fun when you've got to do the breathing that goes with that. But we love that. After, in the studio. That's great. Take out the giggling and replace it with,
God, I bet there's a lot of giggling as well.
Yeah, so much giggling.
OK, now let's pick up this new character called Hugh Armitage, played by Josh Whitehouse. And who exactly is he? Because your character's head is turned by him.
Yes, Hugh Armitage turns Demelza's eye, most definitely, because he pays her attention and he's nice to her, whereas Ross somewhat ignores her, and after promising to include her in decisions about their life together, he somewhat doesn't stick to his word. So I guess Demelza's eye is drawn by this man who thinks she's great and thinks she's marvellous and worships her. In fact, Demelza manages to keep her friendship with Armitage pretty quiet. I think the only people that are aware of it are Ross and Caroline, who Demelza becomes very close to.
In this week's episode, a grain ship is raided by starving villagers and George sentences the peasants harshly. Demelza gives birth to daughter, Clounce, and George decides to host a Christmas party to court the gentry. So it's all going off, isn't it?
I like it when they court the gentry, don't you?
Yes, so do I.
It's always the best bit.
Why do you think it's been so wildly successful? I mean, what is it about these series of Poldark that makes it different from the original series that we used to watch, you know, many, many moons ago?
Oh, I don't know, really. I think the original was beautiful for its time, but obviously now we've moved on so much in what we can do with television and scripts and special effects. I think we can just make it all the more magical. But really, at the heart of it are these characters, Ross and Demelza, and Elizabeth too, that people can relate to. That relationship between Ross and Demelza is so real that it's lovely for people to watch. And I think a lot of people need to believe that there's hope and love out there.
Yeah, there's an optimism about it. What's she like to play as a character?
She's great. Yeah, she challenges me every day. I kind of think, oh my goodness, you know, how would I respond to this? And I like to think that she's maybe changed me a bit as a person and made me a stronger woman, because she is so independent and just great grateful for everything that she has. I've had the best time. It's
It's
great.
a little extra attention on you as well, though, isn't it? And for the others, there was a lot of hoo-ha when the series first came out, shirt off, hoo-ha. Do you think that diminished it, or do you think that was a good thing?
I think it was nice that people were drawn to the show. I think, however, now it's getting totally ridiculous. I'm really over it. So, yeah.
Yeah.
But, bless him, Aidan is as well. And he's fantastic, and he's worth so much more than that. He's a brilliant actor. So
Yeah.
give him a chance, ladies.
Yeah, and of course, anybody that interviews Aidan, that's the first thing that we say. Well, what about all the shirt-off stuff? You see him go, oh.
Yeah, it must get really boring, but he's great in the show. And
what about the extra attention on you, Eleanor? Is that all right?
it's lovely. It's great when people come up and tell you that they like your work or they like the show. Most people just ask, where's Aidan? As if I have him with me on a little kind of leash.
Yeah.
But yes, it's always lovely.
And your mum, Judith, is a singer, and your
Yes.
dad is an actor, right?
Yes, that's right.
So you're used to all this stuff.
Oh, yeah. I'm really lucky that they're in the industry because it's so competitive and it's so bonkers, but they just completely understand it, and that's
Yeah.
great.
Every time we've ever seen you, you've just got a great smile on your face, and you always seem to be enjoying your work.
Oh,
So-
I'm an actress, No.
I'm sure it's real. You can see Eleanor Tomlinson in Poldark, which continues on Sunday night at 9 p.m. It's over there on BBC One. Great to see you again, and watch it, everybody, on BBC One.